Number 10. The Montauk Monster. The Montauk Monster walks the fine line between globster and cryptid, but because it's one of the better things to have washed up on a beach. First spotted on a beach near Montauk, New York in July 2008, the strange-looking carcass quickly made national news. Speculation about the creature's identity includes a raccoon, a turtle without its shell, a water rat, a latex hoax, and best of all, the byproduct of an animal experiment at the nearby government testing site at Plum Island. Before it could be determined what the Montauk Monster was, it disappeared. It is not known what happened to the carcass. Number 9. The Chilean Blob. The Chilean blob is notable for its enormous size among fellow globsters. It showed up on the shores of Los Muermos, Chile, weighing 14 tons and measuring 39 feet across. For some time, biologists were unable to identify the globster, and it was thought to be the remains of a previously unknown giant octopus. However, in 2004, tests done on DNA in the blob were found to match that of a sperm whale. Number 8. The 4-mile globster. The 4-mile globster, disappointingly, was not 4 miles long, but was so named for washing up on 4 Mile Beach in Tasmania in 1997. It was 15 feet long and thought to weigh 4 tons, and it was very grossly described as having 6 fleshy lobes along its sides. Number 7. The Hebrides blob. The Hebrides blob, seen here in casual beach attire, is a 12-foot globster that washed up on Benbecula Beach in Scotland in 1990. Discovered by Louise Witz, the globster had a visible head and fin-like shapes along its back. Number 6. The Bermuda blob. The Bermuda blob is actually the name given to 2 separate globsters who washed ashore on Bermuda, one in 1988 and the other in 1997. Samples of the specimen were analyzed in 1995, and it was suggested that they were from a poikilothermic sea creature, either a large bony fish, shark, or ray. A reanalysis stated that they were from some kind of whale. Number 5. Gambo. Gambo was first spotted on Bungalow Beach in the Gambia in 1983 by a 15-year-old named Owen Burnham, who drew this picture. Burnham didn't think to take samples and was left to draw sketches after realizing he'd forgotten his camera. The story gets dark after that, with local villagers reportedly decapitating the carcass, selling the head to a tourist, and burying the body. Various attempts to locate the buried creature have failed. Number 4. The New Zealand globster. The New Zealand globster washed ashore on North Island, New Zealand, and measured 30 feet long. Reportedly, J.E. Morton, the chairman of the zoology department at the University of Auckland, said of the globster, "I can't think of anything it resembles. Here are some things I think it resembles. A banshee wearing a stringy black cloak with its head hanging low and its arms raised. A willow tree you'd see in a nightmare before it turns into a monster. A mess of garbagey plants that came from the ocean." Number 3. Trunco. Trunco is the friendly nickname given to the horrifying white blob that washed ashore in Margate, South Africa in 1924, originally written about in the local papers under the headline, "Fish Like a Polar Bear." It was alleged that the creature was first seen in a 3-hour battle with 2 killer whales. Though Trunco was on shore for 10 days, it was never examined by scientists, and it was only in 2010 that photographic evidence was found. Number 2. St. Augustine monster. The St. Augustine monster washed onto the coast near St. Augustine, Florida, in 1896. It was about 18 feet long and thought to have weighed near 5 tons. At the time, various scientists argued about the globster's true identity. Some thought squid, others thought octopus, and others a sperm whale. Tests done on the remains in 1995 pointed most convincingly towards sperm whale. Number 1. The Strandzha beast. Perhaps the OG, the Strandzha beast washed ashore on the Scottish Orkney Islands in 1808. The creature measured 55 feet long, but would have been longer if not for a missing tail. At the time, the Natural History Society of Edinburgh deemed it evidence of a new species of sea serpent. Later, anatomist Sir Everard Home would argue that the beast was simply a decayed basking shark, But because the largest recorded basking shark was 40 feet long, there are still some questions as to that claim's reliability.